Open Book Genesis 45 Dow Reams 1899 American edition. Holy Bible. 1 Joseph could no longer refrain himself before many that stood by, whereupon he commanded that all should go out, and no stranger be present at their reconciliation. 2 And he lifted up his voice with weeping, and the Egyptians and all the house of Pharaoh heard it. 3 And he said to his brethren, I am Joseph, is my father yet living? His brethren could not answer him, being struck with exceeding great fear. 4 And he spoke kindly to them, Come near to me. And when they were come near, he said, I am Joseph your brother, whom you sold into Egypt. 5 Be not afraid, neither be you grieved that you sold me into these countries, for God sent me before you into Egypt for your preservation. 6 For it is 2 years since the famine began to be upon the land, and 5 years more remain, in which there can be no plowing nor reaping. 7 And God sent me before you to preserve you on earth, and to have food to live by. 8 Not by your counsel was I sent hither, but by the will of God, who hath made me as it were a father to Pharaoh, and lord of all his house, and ruler in all the land of Egypt. 9 Make haste and go up to my father, and say to him, Thus saith thy son Joseph, God hath made me lord of the whole land of Egypt. Come down to me, tarry not. 10 And thou shalt dwell in the land of Goshen, and thou shalt be near me, thou and thy sons, and thy sons' sons, thy flocks and herds, and all that thou hast. 11 And there I will feed thee, for there are yet 5 years of famine remaining, lest both thou and thy household and all that thou hast perish through want. 12 Behold your eyes, and the eyes of my brother Benjamin, see that it is my mouth that speaketh to you. 13 And you shall tell my father of all my glory, and all things that you have seen in Egypt. Make haste, and bring him to me. 14 And falling upon the neck of his brother Benjamin, he embraced him, and wept, and Benjamin in like manner wept also on his neck. 15 And Joseph kissed all his brethren, and embraced them, and wept upon every one of them, and after that they took courage to speak to him. 16 And it was told Pharaoh, that Joseph's brethren were come, and it pleased Pharaoh and all his court. 17 And Pharaoh said to Joseph, Command thy brethren, that they load their beasts, and return into the land of Canaan. 18 And take your father, and your kindred, and come to me, and I will give you all the best things of Egypt, that you may eat the marrow of the land. 19 Give orders also that they take wagons out of the land of Egypt, for the conveyance of their children and wives, and say, Bring your father, and make haste to come hither. 20 Neither be sorry for your household stuff, for all the riches of Egypt shall be yours. 21 And the sons of Israel did as they were commanded. And Joseph gave them wagons, according to the commandment of Pharaoh, and provision for the way. 22 He ordered also every one of them 2 changes of raiment, but to Benjamin he gave 300 pieces of silver, with 5 changes of very fine raiment. 23 And to his father he sent 10 asses laden with gold and silver, and rich apparel, and 10 she-asses laden with corn and bread, and meat for his father's journey. 24 So he sent his brethren away, and they departed. And he said to them, Be not angry in the way. 25 And they went up out of Egypt, and came into the land of Canaan to their father Jacob. 26 And they told him, Joseph thy son is living, and he is ruler in all the land of Egypt. When Jacob heard this, he awoke as it were out of a deep sleep, but he believed them not. 27 But on the other hand they related to him all the things which Joseph had said, and when he saw the wagons and all the presents which he had sent, his spirit revived. 28 And he said, It is enough for me, if Joseph my son be yet alive, I will go and see him before I die.